Hi there, it's Kalymnios from the Thought Gym, here helping you become your superhuman self. This series of videos is all around movement. So this is about how can we move our bodies a little bit more, maybe first thing in the morning, maybe during the day when you've been sat down at your desk for a while. So what I call them is 5-a-day movement flows. Why am I calling it that? Well, because we're often told about eating 5 a day in terms of fruit and vegetable, but not always in terms of movement. So the way it's going to work is these are only 5 minutes long. There are 5 exercises and you do each exercise for 30 seconds, which means you do each exercise twice. There are different series in this whole movement repertoire, from a foundational piece to a mobility piece to a stretching piece to a strength to a more of a HIIT training, even to a Qigong inspired flow as well. So there are many different ones, and the way it works is that you either take 5 minutes and you just do 5 minutes. So maybe when you wake up in the morning, just before you brush your teeth and jump out the door, you do your 5 minutes. Or if you've got 10 minutes, you can do it twice or stack a second one on. Or if you've got 25 minutes, maybe you stack 5 together. So it's really up to you how you do it. They're going to be individually set as videos, but then they'll be all stitched together in one long flow as well. So you can actually do this as an entire thing with one video. But really the idea is you just do 5 minutes, and if you've got 10 minutes, you stack a second one, 15, you stack a second one, a third one. Also, there will be, with some of the exercises, more like beginner, intermediate sections and more advanced sections. So where appropriate, the screen will be split and you'll have the beginner section on one side, or beginner intermediate on one side, or intermediate advanced on the other side, depending on the particular exercise. So do what you can, and there'll be a timer as well, so you'll be able to just follow along with the timer, and the idea is not to think about it. If this isn't the first time you're watching the video, no need to watch the introductions and the exercise explanations. You can just jump straight into the exercise. But we're going to get started by showing you the different exercises for each of the routines, and then the routine will be after that. So the video will be longer than 5 minutes. So without any further ado, let's get started. Welcome to the seated 5-a-day movement flow. This is one that you can do when you're still at your desk, whether you're working from home or working in an office. These are pretty good ones to do. I used to do them a lot when I was working in the office. So again, same thing, 5 times 30 seconds, 2 times over. The first one is a seated pigeon. So this is where we cross the ankle over the knee and bring the foot in. Now this can be quite challenging. You may find this is quite raised. What I'd like you to do is flex this folded foot and maybe lean onto that knee to push it down, as long as there's no pain in the knee. Never any pain in the knee when you do things like this. Then we're going to lean forward slightly, and you should feel possibly a stretch along the side there. I used to do this all the time at my desk, because you could do this without anyone seeing, because your desk is here, and then as you're typing you lean forward. So this will be the first one. Second one will be a seated twist. So try and get the spine and the butt right up against the chair here. One hand on the knee, and then you turn away from the opposite direction, so it will make sense. So if your left hand is on your right knee, you turn towards the right side. You can use that chair behind you to push and feel a twist. And actually, whenever someone asked me a question, I would do something like this. Instead of swiveling around in my chair, I would normally turn like that and try and face them. Try and relax the neck and allow the neck to just naturally start to guide that way, but pull the shoulder blade down, so not pushing it up, okay? So that's the second one. Third one is pushing, so interlacing the fingers if you can. If not, just grabbing hold of the hands. So you push the hands away, or interlace the fingers, push the hand away, and you round the spine. Okay, so we want to round that spine like that. So we'll just, it's almost like you're trying to touch your screen there. And we're going to just hold that. Okay. Fourth one will be the opposite in a way. So bringing the hands behind you and just opening up. Okay, that's an option. You can actually, of course, do it a slightly different way. This chair isn't the most stable, so I won't do it. But leaning back into your chair, opening up your arms, opening up like this, is also a great option, okay? But this is also great. So if your chair allows it and it's not going to break like mine probably will as it's creaking, you can do that. And then the last one will be so you grab the elbow and pull the hand, and you're trying to bring the hand down the chest. Now, some people I work with, it's never going, it's kind of up here. So that you can just do whatever works for you, okay? You can do 15 seconds and 15 seconds, or you can do 30 and then the other arm the other way around. With these twists, we'll hold them for 30 on each side, same with the legs. So maybe it makes sense to just hold each side for 30, okay? Starting with the right leg, again, flexing the foot, using the other arm to push down, keeping both hips grounded, and maybe leaning the chest forward and holding this. So I like to start with the right foot often, or the right side, or whatever. Sometimes it's a bit hard to think about what's the right and left. Is it the one that's standing or the one that's flexing? But whatever it is, be consistent, makes it easier. Okay, taking the twist, so I'm twisting to the right. Okay, so I did the right leg and then I'm twisting to the right. Again, I'm trying to keep my shoulder blades down, trying to relax my jaw and my forehead and all of the upper, anything above the neck. And then I'm twisting up and round, okay? This is actually a lovely little twist, spinal twist. And then hands forwards. You can look down, round the spine, round the upper back. Breathing softly, even. Maybe a bit longer on the exhale. Great to do these while at your desk. Okay, opening up the front here, pushing forwards, maybe leaning back in the chair if it works for your chair. Opening up to the sky. This is, we sit at a desk all day in front of the computer. Do this every hour, 5 minutes every hour. 55 minutes of work, and this, or some of the other 5 a day movement flows. Good, and then elbow. And then, so once you've got the elbow there, you can take that little lean across to the left, and you may feel that a bit further down the body. Good, and then we switch to the opposite side, so left leg, again, flexing that left foot, holding it maybe with the, if you've got trousers or something, you can hold it with the trousers. Again, for this, it's very natural and normal for each side to be slightly different, so don't get too concerned about that, how much you stretch with one versus the other. Good, and then we're going to twist to the left, so right hand on the left knee, maybe grabbing hold of the chair with your left hand, keeping the shoulder blades down the body, knees facing forward, and twisting at the waist. Okay, and then hands forward, maybe interlacing them the opposite way from what it feels comfortable, what feels natural. If you can't interlace the fingers because they just don't go, I've got clients like that, just grab hold of the hands any which way and just round the spine any which way that works. Hands behind again, or you open up in a different way, but you open up the front. So basically opposite to what we just did. We did the back, now we're doing the front. This is nice. You can do a whole series of chair yoga. I mean, if you're chair bound, you know, there are options for you. So, always good. And then left elbow up. Pull the elbow down as much as you can. Index fingers pointing or middle fingers pointing down the spine. And then maybe you lean a little bit more over to the right and you feel that stretch in the left a little bit more. Shoulder roll and we are done. Thank you for doing this 5-a-day movement flow. I hope it's made you feel a little bit better. And remember, you can stack the flows, do them repeatedly throughout the day, morning, at work, when you come home, just before you go to bed, whenever you want to do it. If you've got 5 minutes, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, whatever it is, and stack them on. So be sure to check out the other videos in this series so that you can get all the benefits. And remember to connect with me online, social media or otherwise, The Thought Gym, Harry Kalymnios, that's where you're going to find me. Cheers, bye-bye.